Hello, whoever happens to be out there. Good morning, good evening, good day, good afternoon, good whatever it is where you are when you find this. Um, if you're going to be coming on the live, most of what we have here is stuff that I'm sure by now everyone has seen. Uh, the stream tonight will just be, as the title implies, will just be about, well, at least initially, we'll see where it goes. It's going to be relatively short, but it's about the Little Big Man's court appearance that happened on April 1st, in which he, together with his new high-priced attorney, were asking for him to be let out on bail while he appealed his case. A couple of commentators have already speculated that Cholito, there was a very good chance that he was going to be let out. Oh, somebody has commented. I guess I should kind of try to look at those, huh? Oh, Gary, hey. And hey, Cap. I noticed, actually, now that Cap is here, I noticed over on his channel, he pretty much gave away the lead of it all, that Cholito got out on bail. So we're just going to go ahead and he's been keeping track of Cholito, so we don't have to. I forgot to link to his channel below. I'll do that as soon as I'm done blathering on here. So whoever comes along can go over to Cap's channel and check it out. But we'll start with his coverage, then we'll watch the whole unfolding of events. It does appear that the people who were predicting that Cholito would get out on bail, looks like they were right. It's kind of sad, but there we go. So let's see. Let's Cap's coverage. Here goes. Yes, well worth celebrating. Mr. DeCastro did not get bail. Apparently, Mr. DeCastro and his new attorney got slapped again. I watched a tiny bit of it over on Merbeast's channel before I got pulled away by real life and work stuff. And today pretty much went as I'd expected. I was on the move pretty much all day with just a few brief moments to mess around on YouTube, which were just turning it on, trying to use it as background static, and then had to leave the office again to go out on and do stuff. Anyhow, so I have not seen this yet, but based on the thumbnails I've seen, based on what bits and pieces I've picked up here and there, seems like there was a happy ending for everybody but Mr. DeCastro. But that's just me speculating based on what I picked up second and third hand. I will put the link in case somebody wants to come up and comment, but I'm going to be spending but basically this is me watching Cholito's court appearance in its entirety. I am poaching it from our Nevada judges. They're linked below. Go check out their channel. There's all kinds of fun cases that they have covered with a bunch of weirdos in court, including the infamous Kim Blandino and the ex-cop and apparently professional dirtbag that conspired to kidnap his elderly mother out of a nursing home to cut his siblings out of him being the professional dirtbag, cut them out of the inheritance that was coming. I guess I don't know. Still haven't figured out what the entire motivation was from what I've seen of that case. But so yeah, let me copy this. There we go. I'll post it in case somebody wants to come up and give their own commentary as whenever I pause it to do commentary, or just give commentary as even if it's not paused. There we go. Did that work? No, it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay, it finally took. All right. Poor Ray, free Ray. Oh, is Ray? That's his cellmate, right? Whether he's real or not. Yeah, poor Ray. Whether he's trapped in Chilito's imagination, or whether he's trapped listening to him blather on about bowel movements and such. Yes, Ray. We should all pray for Ray. I agree. All right. Meanwhile, let's get on with what people are here for, which is not watching me blather. I've got a drink ready. May or may not be alcoholic beverage. May or may not just be something caffeinated with a little bit of ice. I've got grapes. And I have popcorn. It is of the Smart Food brand. Hopefully, by eating the Smart Food popcorn, it will negate whatever stupid that happens in this clip that we're going to watch. I was early, really? Oh yeah. Oh, I guess I was. Well, you didn't miss much, Liz. Just well, you did actually. You missed Cap's great April Fool's gag, followed by an even greater celebration of what happened in court today. And yes, free Ray, indeed. And pray for Ray. Yep, exactly. We'll have to put those in the description down below, those hashtags, because those are very important. I'm going to open up my Smart Food popcorn before I start running the video. And if I didn't say it, hey Liz, welcome Liz. And if I did say it, it's because I am dead tired. But let's get on with the important stuff. Step 1, step 2. There we go. Share. And let's get me down tiny in the corner. So like I said, I am poaching this from Nevada, from our Nevada's judges. And if you haven't checked out their channel, you really should. Yeah, I saw a tiny bit of Merb's coverage. And that little screenshot there of Chilito, not sure what he's trying to be, but that kind of drives home the point that I heard Merb make, and that I made a comment over there, that he's a worse actor than I am. It's no wonder he couldn't get traction in Hollywood, even as an extra. Well, I guess he would never see himself as an extra. Never demean himself to be just a meager extra. So never even probably tried making it as an extra. But here we go.
The Honorable Judge Zimmerman presiding. Please be seated. Come to order.
All right, Jose DeCastro, 23CR013-015.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Chris Doyle on behalf of Mr. Castro. He's present.
Nice to see you, Chris. Good morning.
Good morning, Agnes Patel from the State Farm.
Oh, let me know if there's an echo. There shouldn't be, but if you start hearing distortion in the sound, please let me know. And no, Liz, I'm not running Oh, you have. Oh, you're saying you haven't watched Merged yet? Because yeah, no, this is just the actual footage. So Christopher Oram is Jose's new attorney. If I understood some comments I picked up over in news group accurately, Christopher Oram is actually personally acquainted with the judge. He's been in front of her many times. And so that could be why Chilito put out the big bucks to hire him, thinking that maybe there would be some I don't know, that he'd get a better deal from Zimmerman because of this new lawyer. I personally doubt it, based on the shit he pulled in front of her, has pulled in front of her in every appearance that he's had. But go on the introductions. I will try to talk as little as possible.
11/064.
All right, this is your motion.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I've had a chance to watch the video of the trial. I watched Mr. DeCastro come into the courtroom in an extraordinarily disrespectful fashion and refer to the marshal in the most inappropriate way. I then saw some other things that I consider very poor courtroom antics. And Mr. DeCastro was convicted. He
Oh my freaking God.
is given 6 months in jail. One thing I know he's going to do today is, for no other purpose, no matter what your ruling is, he wants to say sorry. I've asked him if he'd say sorry to the court. I understand that you may see it as that he should have apologized to the marshal. I don't see the marshal in here that he did this. One thing I would note for the court is that the issues that I saw seem to be significant constitutional issues. The court addressed it, but what I did notice is that this should have been really briefed beforehand on First Amendment issues, so the court.
Okay. His opening saying, "Your Honor, my client came into your court and behaved like an asshole." He said that in a very polite fashion. And then as he continued to talk, the camera panned to Toledo, and yes, indeed, he is a worse actor than I am. My God, such overacting. And it's also completely out of sync with those jail calls he's been making. Maybe he thinks that it's not, but the jail calls have sort of been, I'm toughing it out, I'm working out, I'm the alpha male, da da da. That's not what he's portraying right now. It's pathetic, which I believe I saw somebody say in the chat. Carrie said, "Yep, he's being pathetic." Well, his performance is pathetic. He's actually kind of laughable with the exaggeration that he's doing.
Had that's your fault. I think it just should have been done beforehand. I also noticed that at time of sentencing, the state asked for a suspended sentence, but Mr. Castro just pushed it, and I see reasonably agitated and irritated the court into causing a sentence that is now 6 months.
Yeah, your client was an asshole, and the prosecution says, Your Honor, this is the sentence that we would like, what we think is, that we would request. The defense says, this is the punishment or no punishment that we would like to see our client have, the defendant have. And then the judge makes a decision. It doesn't really matter what the prosecution asks for. The judge can follow that, or the judge cannot follow that. And if it's a plea deal, which, by the way, there wasn't here, because Toledo is such an arrogant little prick that he was convinced he didn't need to plea. If the judge doesn't follow the plea deal, then there can, automatic appeals and all kinds of things, I think. But there wasn't. So prosecutor says X, defense says Y, and then judge can say Z. I do not give a rat's ass what you're asking for. Although I do wish that she would have sentenced Cholito to impulse control classes, although it is entirely too late, I think, for him to be helped. And let's see, what do we have here while I'm paused? The lawyer seems to have done no research other than watching the previous video. Not a bad hour's work for 20 grand. Yeah. And yes, Liz, you are correct. The body language is, and that's another kind of sign of the bad acting. He's just nodding his head and he's trying to pretend he's contrite, but his posture is not matching the supposed emotion that he is attempting to project. Because he's a bad actor. He's as good an actor as he is a scholar and a historian. And he's probably a better actor than he is a civil rights activist, especially when it comes to First Amendment issues. That's the hilarious thing. The lawyer said there should have been briefing on First Amendment issues at the beginning of this trial. And Cholito kept trying to reframe this as a First Amendment thing when it never has been, never was. He was not charged with anything relating to the First Amendment. And the First Amendment applies to Cholito. Doesn't apply to his critics, doesn't apply to anyone that has a point of view contrary to his, only to the mighty, I was fingered by God, Cholito. Oh, that'll be interesting to see. And I'm not surprised, since we have a prosecutor woman, we have a prosecutor judge who's a woman, and it's pretty clear how the Cholito is a raging misogynist that just hates anything with breasts, except maybe Glenn Serio, since he appears to have absorbed him wholly and completely into his body. And doesn't mean the next Nevada case can't sentence him to additional time and classes. Yeah, hopefully. And you have a point there. Yeah. And plus, every analogy that he ever brings up and every story he tries to tell also seems to be having to be ripped off from a television program or a movie. Onward, back to the case. Sorry, guys, I'm going to try to be a little more quiet, but part of me is irritated. Part of me is overjoyed at where this is heading, because Cap gave away the ending. So did Nevada judges, frankly. They said appeal denied at the bottom of this video. Roy had to explain to Chili what looking sorry was. Yeah, probably. Actually, he probably observed Roy as Roy was regretting his life choices that had led him to be roommates with Maria DeCastro.
This man, from what I can tell, Your Honor, has no prior felony convictions whatsoever. I'm doing that upon information and belief. I haven't run the scope. I know the state could do that, but I don't see that he has any felony convictions.
Okay, so he hasn't even looked into his client's background. But in the guy's defense, he was hired last week. We're coming off Easter weekend. It is April 1st, so we probably had to double check to make sure this wasn't some sort of prank that one of his clients was pulling, or one of his colleagues was pulling, rather. And yep, Liz, that is the problem. They don't understand how to, they don't understand the emotions. They can mimic them. They can try to mimic them. And if they're intelligent, they can actually, and as far as what I've been able to glean, they can become quite good at mimicking them. Cholito is not intelligent. Cholito can't put aside his raging ego for long enough to just sit back and observe the pathetic little people that are roaming around and aren't aware of his greatness. He just can't do it. Yeah, I noticed that too. They must be pulling official headshots from somewhere, because the lawyer, that's an old picture of him. The Nevada judges also use a very old picture of Cholito. He actually has hair, um, and his face is not as flabby. So Chili's thoroughly chained up like a Houdini, except he's not going to escape, for which we are all very grateful. And Liz says they can mimic, but most people will tell you something is just a little off with the movements. Yeah. Yeah, the shackles are a perfect accessory. And I still love the fact that microphone was perfectly placed to maximize the clicking of the cuffs as they were put in place. Okay, onward with his opening, or his pleading.
He's made his appearances, and I think the time in jail has been shocking to him. I know it has, because I can tell the reaction of the calls every day and how difficult it is for him. I think he pushed this and is learning a very, very difficult lesson in life.
Okay, I don't want to accuse this guy of, being dishonest in front of the judge, but can he really be serious about stating that Cholito has received a wake-up call and it's been a shock to him? Those jailhouse calls, I haven't heard all of them, but the ones I have heard, again, it's over dramatic. It's bad acting. Some of the things he's describing, unless they do things very differently in Nevada, does not match what I'm aware of that goes on in jails. And well, if you don't know, but I do have some first-hand experience about what was on in jails. People can always, digging into my background and my history and everything else to find what that is. But I saw a reference somewhere, which could be wrong, but Cholito keeps describing what to me sounds like some sort of maximum security federal penitentiary, except for the day room. I am not, and that does not match what I'm aware of with jails. Jails are not prisons, and Cholito keeps dramatically describing a maximum security prison. And even if and plus, if he was put in solitary confinement or the whole or punishment, why would they give him access to phones? That's something else that yeah, I don't doubt it, but the absolute ongoing bullshit that, oh, I didn't know the rules. No one told me the rules. No one gave me the rules. Unless that jail is run by idiots, when an inmate comes in, they're given a handbook. Here, read this. This has all the rules and regulations in it. I'm going to assume that he's just lying and making up shit. And once again, he believes rules don't apply to me. So maybe that's a wake-up call the jail is the attorney is referring to, that Cholito is realizing that, oh my, I guess some rules do apply to me. Yeah, that is too bad. That's pretty awful, Carrie. Yeah. And how can you tell when Cholito is lying? His lips are moving. Yeah. All right. So yes, I'm sure the lawyer honestly believes what he is saying, or he's just trying to put the best possible face on his dirtbag, antisocial client.
I would ask the court to consider, based upon his ties to the community, sister here, nephew, he has a whole bunch of people wanted to come to court, which I suggested maybe a very, if they're going to come here, be respectful and mindful of what's already occurred in this court. But what I asked,
He has ties to the community. Well, I guess the dog. Maybe he cares about the dog, and the dog is now with the. He's now with the sister, so I assume at least the dog was with the sister. That's what Cholito was claiming on one of the calls. So the dog is his. That's probably as far as the affection goes there. It's my property. It's mine to order around, do with what I want. And it's in the sister's possession, so he's not going to go anywhere until he has Charlie back, would be my guess. He has no ties to the community. He has no ties to anyone or anything but himself. Except, again, the dog, because it's his possession. Explain for people to try and understand. Well, hang on, Liz. So this must mean that the greatest constitutional law scholar in the history of law scholarship and constitutioning and constitutionals, he must have set up this site then, right? Because no one else would have been able to do what you just described there, that breaking down the Constitution and actually explaining it to people who want to understand. I mean, at the very, well, yeah, no kidding. Yep. All right, back to the attorney.
asked the court to do, given his lack of any serious criminal history, his remorse for his behavior in this courtroom during that trial, and the fact that the state at the time did not want jail time, is I'd ask for an appeal bond, Your Honor, so that the issue can be, these issues can be properly raised. And so with that, Your Honor, I asked for an OR. I would just say a reasonable bail. I would suggest that since he came to the trial, since he already has gotten a taste of what inappropriate behavior in a courtroom looks like and feels like, I would ask for a bail in the amount of $10,000 or $20,000, appeal bond in the amount of $10,000 or $20,000. With that, Your Honor, I submit.
Your Honor, may I respond orally? Typically, pursuant to the Nevada rules of criminal practice, the state has 10 days to file an opposition, but this was placed on calendar very quickly. So I would ask for leave of the court to answer orally.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm in receipt of Mr. Orum's motion for bail or any alternative for his own recognizance release. I would note that NRS 178.488 does make it discretionary upon this court whether you would allow bail pending appeal. Mr. DeCastro, there has been a briefing schedule set before Judge Levin.
Oh my fucking, oh. He's trying so hard to get some tears, it looks like. No, I have not, Liz. This is the most information I'm getting about this so far, because it's just been one thing after another the last couple of days. Yesterday was a 17-hour day. Today was just super, super busy. So I haven't had a chance to look at anything. Yeah. Yeah, and of course, we also have this. Got to make sure that that people are watching my performance. Let's make sure people are watching.
88 does make it discretionary upon this court whether you would allow bail pending appeal. Mr. DeCastro, there has been a briefing schedule set before Judge Levitt in district court on the appeal, but it's not set to be heard until July.
Yeah, that actually, the fact that the appeal wasn't to be heard until July, that was one of the reasons who was it I saw? Some commentator said that they were relatively certain that he would get his appeal bond because as we discussed the other night, his sentence is over. What was it? September that people ultimately, when they corrected my math, they ultimately decided that it was sometime in September he'd be out of jail, so he'd be celebrating his birthday in jail. And I thought his birthday was April 1st, but it's it's 9/11. But that's why they thought he would get out, because his sentence will basically, by the time the appeal gets heard, he'll almost be out. But that thing on his head, that's what Cap was trying to figure out. I think it's hair. Although it could be, you know what? Maybe Cholito is not maybe he's not doing bad acting. Maybe what we're seeing here is actually not Cholito. Maybe what is on his head is the same alien symbiote that lives on Donald Trump's head. Alien symbiote of the same species that lives on Donald Trump's head. And the artificial emotions is the symbiote trying to sort of be a human. A lot like Donald Trump. So maybe next time we hear Cholito talk, he will also sound very different. I don't know. It's probably as solid a theory as the lawyer is presenting when he says that my client is remorseful. Yeah. You probably want to know what that something is. Perhaps Roy assisted with it, with what fluids that they could get their hands on, or that they could cause to come forth. And as far as the goatee, yeah, Liz, you're probably right. He probably should keep that goatee, because he does actually look better with that. But then everybody looks better with a beard. Just actually, I think it was Kelly the other night was saying that they don't have such thing as good time for sentences as short as Cholito's. Oh yeah, well, I had a girlfriend that I've had a beard on off since college, and the off was because there was a girlfriend that I had who didn't like when I grew the beard, because it made her feel like she was kissing her father. So yeah, okay. So the beard came off. Was off for about a year. Then that relationship fell apart, and the beard came back. Let's see. Okay, all right. Well, like I said, I might have misinterpreted what Kelly was saying, but unlike Cholito, I'm not infallible.
It's discretionary.
Oh my God. Did he actually try to do a sob? I need to go back and look at that again, because I was feeding my fat face, and I think I might have missed something very important there.
It's discretionary, Your Honor, as with a lot of the bail settings in Nevada, it's discretionary. And the state will oppose this court setting of bail at this point. There seems to be this assumption that this court sentenced Mr. DeCastro to 6 months in the Clark County Detention Center just because of his conduct or his inappropriate conduct in court. I would venture to say that Your Honor presided over the trial, where you found guilt beyond a reasonable doubt for both the obstructing a police officer and resisting a police officer. You saw his conduct in the body-worn camera by the officer, and I would venture to say, and I would submit to the court, that the 6-month sentence that you imposed isn't simply for his behavior in court or his behavior to your marshals, but that it is an appropriate sentence placed upon the defendant by the court due to the charges and the evidence that you saw during trial. There's also been this claim that Mr. DeCastro has stayed trouble-free for most of his life. I would venture to say, yes, he does not have felony convictions. He does not have gross misdemeanor convictions, but he does have pretty consistent contact with law enforcement. He does have a warrant out of Ohio for a trespass. And I understand that's a piddly misdemeanor, however, it is a warrant status. And he has a pending case in Las Vegas Justice Court for the very same offenses that the court heard during the trial here. As to the claim that, hey, there were issues before trial, and there could have been First Amendment issues raised or briefed prior to, Your Honor, defense counsel was able to argue the First Amendment defense. Your Honor heard these arguments both during the trial and during closing arguments. Mr. DeCastro, when he took the stand, raised them as a defense, but Your Honor held, after listening to all of the evidence and applying the law, or found him guilty regardless. This was not a First Amendment issue. The state stands by that. This was simply the defendant breaking the law. And he was sentenced accordingly for his behavior. It was conduct, it was a consequence, an appropriate sentence imposed by the court to the defendant. And so we would oppose any kind of change or any kind of bail setting or an OR at this point. This is not a pretrial detention. This is not a pretrial, as Valdez-Jimenez was cited also in defense counsel's motion. Valdez-Jimenez stands for pretrial detention. Mr. DeCastro is no longer cloaked with the presumption of innocence. He has been found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt by Your Honor. And so at this point, I would ask that the 6 months sentence that you imposed stand and that he remain in custody.
Mayor.
Amen. He pretty much said it as it is. Good for her. First Amendment has nothing to do with any of this that's going on right here.
Now that's the interpreter to quit reading. Thank you.
Yes.
We got So the interpreter over there, yeah, Merrick speaking. Oh,
I'm talking about the
Oh, I'm
interpreter. Yes, go ahead.
Your Honor, the statute we cited is, in fact, just discretionary to you to determine on appeal, pending appeal, whether a appeal bond can be issued. I hear the state. I recognize that you found him guilty. I'm not trying to in any way argue that. On appeal, there are legitimate issues. The court can see that, there are some First Amendment issues just from watching the video, things that a court could consider on appeal. And so that's the only basis I'm bringing that up on. But given the fact that I think he really is contrite for what he's done.
I disagree. Have you watched the videos that have been posted since he's been incarcerated?
I'm in a murder trial.
Okay, so
I had a chance.
So he's gonna apologize to me in a minute.
Oh, okay. That was actually pretty damn funny and kind of telling. But Liz first says usually when stressed or in distress. Yeah. That's basically it. And this, I don't know whether that's the case or not. I thought Orem was the appeal lawyer. I thought he's the one that was hired to run the appeal, but I don't know, to be honest with you. But I was laughing because the judge said, oh, and Figaro is here. Figaro, however it's pronounced. Figaro, sorry. Figaro, future governor of all the states. Just all the states. Vote for Figaro. I'm pretty sure his slogan is oh my God. A koala on every pot, or in every pot. But yes, he will be the governor of all the states. So vote for Ficaro. I'll get it right eventually, I promise. Or I'll probably be put on the torture bus and forced to watch videos of Jose DeCastro. But I was laughing because the judge says, I'm not buying this he's contrite nonsense because of the videos he's put out, which is what I was saying earlier. Those jailhouse videos do not match what is going on in the courtroom right now. And she asks, have you watched the videos, Mr. Attorney? And the attorney goes, no, I actually have important things to do. I have a life. I have a job. I was in a murder trial. So no, I didn't watch a bunch of self-indulgent, made-up nonsense. So I guess even his client, his own attorney knows that it's garbage that he's putting out there. And yes, a vote for Ficaro is a boomerang. Yep. So do it. Okay, this I've got to see. Anyhow, the judge calls bullshit, which she's absolutely right to do because it is. So let's watch the facial expressions here.
But that's not what he's saying on what he's publishing online in his phone calls from the jail. That's not what he's saying at all. And are you aware that he has a trial pending in Las Vegas Municipal Court? He has a case pending in Good Springs Justice Court where he continues to manufacture situations where he'll get arrested.
Your Honor, I recognize that's what he was sort of doing for a living, and this is, he's now being incarcerated.
Right.
And
So what he's saying in the couple of weeks since he's been incarcerated, when he calls from the jail and
Hey, is that Roy? Hi, Roy. Maybe Roy will be free. Yeah, that's what I thought, Liz. So he's out of focus, but hopefully he'll come into focus.
publishes them on his website is not what he's about saying to me. Okay, so he's gonna apologize to me now, but that's not what he's doing publicly, okay?
yeah, sure, I hear that. I won't have him speak at this time, but I would still ask you to consider that there may be legitimate issues.
Yeah, so you guys can tell me what you think that expression means. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking that's why isn't she buying the bull crap? Wait, she actually remembers what happened a week and a half ago at this point? She actually remembers and has actually watched or has summarized the crap I put out there? She actually pays attention? And oh my God, she's actually smart.
Issues I think there are for Judge Levitt to consider, and I think these are sort of issues of first impression. That was the other thing I saw, is that in the state of Nevada, I can't find any case law that specifically talks about this filming of police officers. What I would say to the court is I recognize that it's obnoxious behavior. That's what it appears to be. Whether it's
beyond appearing to be obnoxious. It is obnoxious. And there's nothing that says, again, he's not being charged with anything for filming. Filming does not come up. Oh, okay. So you're saying now he's feeling regret because his garbage didn't go anywhere. Yeah, I suppose. Feeling regret because, oh shit, this lawyer listened to me and strategized with me and it's still not working. Maybe he will learn a lesson. Maybe he did learn a lesson, and that is he is not the Übermensch that he considers himself to be. Yeah, it shouldn't, especially given his track record as far as First Amendment issues, jackass that he is.
Protected is another thing that I think higher courts need to look at. But I can see if the court has already made up, the court's made
Well,
up.
I want to be clear, I did not have a problem with him filming, and I said that when I sentenced him. That was not the issue, it was the safety issues that he created with his behavior. And I also did not.
And with his behavior, if you watch the body cam and watch the interactions, he's reaching, he's fidgeting, he's reaching behind himself. I mean, the officer doesn't know who this middle-aged, paunchy guy is. And yeah, okay, Liz, that's a good point. Yeah. Yep, I get it now. But yeah, he was creating an unsafe environment for himself and for everybody else in the general vicinity. Especially when he started behaving even crazier. The thing is, he still denies what's actually on film, both his film and the body cam, multiple body cams. Again, over on Cap's channel, there is, I think the video is still up there. I should go looking for it and put a link to it, where he's got all the various body cams organized, so you can watch the whole event unfold from various angles. It's not the video recording or the First Amendment, it's the obstruction. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I said. The only one that keeps bringing up First Amendment is Cholito. And through his lawyers brings it up. And nobody believes that the First Amendment has jack all to do with any of this.
Sentence him because of his ridiculous behavior in court. That wasn't why I sentenced him to jail. I sentenced him because I found him guilty beyond reasonable doubt, and I thought that was the appropriate sentence. I could have given him 180 days on each count and ran it consecutive for a year in jail, but I didn't. And his behavior was unacceptable in court, but that's not what I sentenced him for. I did not sentence him for his behavior in court. I sentenced him for his behavior for the 2 charges that he faced.
Yes, sure.
All right, so your motion is denied. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aw. Well. Yeah, I just took myself off the stream, but fortunately I realized it and put myself back. Yes, Carrie has it. Well said, Judge. That was all very, very brings joy to most people's souls. Probably not. Well, most people who are aware of this tiny little man, except for, his hardcore followers are probably weeping and gnashing their teeth. But everyone else is nodding their heads and doing a thumbs up as, like Judge just said, yeah, he calls them pigs. He hates all cops. Yeah, Judge, good job. Good job. He deserved every second of those 180 days. And the only thing disappointing to me is that the attorney, being smarter than Cholito, recognized that, we probably don't want him giving his fake speech about how sorry he is and how he has learned his lesson while in jail, and he regrets. He sincerely apologizes to Your Honor and to the dirty pig, the duty-bound bailiff. I would like to have heard that speech. I really would have liked to have heard that speech. Maybe Cholito gave the speech over on his channel, because I saw, again, I didn't have time to go check it out, and I forgot by the time I was setting this up that, a good lead-in would be to actually watch Cholito's own predictions about his, about how well he would fare in court. Yet more predictions. Let's see. Hope. Let's see. Yeah, it's the only angle they're going to try to run. Yeah, exactly, Fikaru. Exactly. Actually, this judge is pretty sharp. She's straight and to the point with her comments, and I like that. Nope, the May 1st one works in your favor, so you can go sit in on it. Oh, you're gonna be out there? Cool. Sneak in a camera. Let me live stream it. Let us see you get arrested. Well, no cap. You got to realize that Cholito is smarter than everyone. He's better than everyone. So, of course, he would be able to pull it over on this judge. Actually, I wonder whether the lawyer is gonna get a talking to for pulling the dramatic speech from the performance. I guess we'll have to see what he has. What he has to. What the next jailhouse call is because he threw the other guy under the bus. He threw him on. He it was Me's fault that Cholito is such an arrogant asshole. He couldn't be bothered to show up to the attorney's office so they could get on the same page before they went to court. So it's going to be this guy's fault too. That if he had let me give my speech, my Shakespearean tragedy soliloquy, my Shakespearean tragedy level soliloquy, the judge would have seen the truth and the reality. But no, he took that opportunity from me. It's the lawyer. The lawyer did it. Yeah, I know. Amazing, isn't it? Go on there. I was shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Shocked beyond words. Oh, you're in Vegas full time now. Oh, cool. Well, maybe you need to go visit Cholito in jail. Maybe you need to offer to fill in for him while he's away. Because I think you could probably do better on his channel than the guy that's doing it now. Okay, that's a better suggestion, Cap, than I had. And yeah, Fikaru is right. No attorney would ever have been good enough for Cholito. But he didn't know he couldn't make third-party calls because nobody gave him an inmate handbook and nobody read it to him. Roy didn't read it to him. Even if he had one, he can't be bothered to read. That's why all of the book he listened to books on tape and seems to nothing else, or books on streaming online. He's always making references to listening to recorded books. He's a scholar that doesn't read. Can't even be bothered to read inmate handbooks. They didn't specifically say that. Yeah. Well, again, we can put that. You mean Nick that became Roy? Oh, was it Nick originally? Well, maybe he had, maybe he had two. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I haven't been following the jailhouse calls that closely because, life. But speaking of jailhouse calls, now that I am thinking about it, I've reminded myself about it, and I still have a little bit. Let's see, a little bit time-wise, and I'm also not worn out yet. Oh, the very first thing that comes up is Chilito's from Chilito's channel. Appeal hearing tomorrow. Aha. Let's see what predictions they make, shall we? Now that we let's see. Cholito Simps were spitballing that he had no control of what other posted on his channel. Uh-huh. Yeah, of course he doesn't. He's making phone calls, right? And somebody gave the guy access to the channel, right? Somebody is doing those videos. So I'm pretty sure they have access. So yeah. So the bunkie was Nick, and then it became Roy. On the same call even. Okay, interesting. All right, so I have not watched this. I'll probably get copyright stricken for using Chilito's video, but we'll see what happens. Full screen. Share screen. Although he's using all kinds of footage, so I don't know that he could. Yes, Fikaru, I'm going to live dangerously. Yes, after he specifically told the person running his channel to not post his calls. Yeah, of course he did. That's why they were posted. Multiples of them. And didn't he also solicit money on the calls? You know, I'm going to need $25,000 to hire the lawyer. If the calls weren't going to be posted, how would he be able to plead for money? Yeah. Again, the brilliant, mighty Cholito doesn't think anyone else can remember what happens from 1 minute to the next. That's why he what, me? Threaten people with bodily harm? No, I've never done that. What, me? Wish bone cancer on children just because people disagree with me? Oh, I'd never do that. Thought it was okay. Broadcasting a live stream was okay. Yeah, well, Chili is an idiot, so I guess you would think that. And you'll bail me out? Okay, excellent. Go. Let's see. Let's see Toledo's point of view on what he thought was going to happen. We'll see how much as I can stand, because oh, okay. See, I don't know. I've been busy doing janitorial stuff. Because that's my job. I'm a janitor.
Go get in your car and do your job, little doggy.
He's a pig.
Excuse me?
I said he's a pig.
God damn!
He hates every law enforcement officer in the United States. All right, please stand up, sir.
This is travesty of justice. I don't like police.
Here's the dog.
Not a travesty of justice. It was justice. Period. End of story. Yeah, Shalot. Anyone who is not stupid and has heard those calls knows that he is, absolutely not contrite about anything.
Docket. He was convicted right here. Boom, boom, boom. There was a motion to create a standby counsel for his attorney, which is kind of an awkward thing to do. Judges don't really like it because what you're saying is I'm competent enough to know the rules of evidence. I'm going to be held to the same standards as a lawyer. If the maximum sentence is 6 months per charge, and the judge gives him 6 months as a first offender and 6 months for another one as his first offender, and then runs them consecutively, so that's a year in jail, that would generate its own appeal. And the appellate courts might say, in all the cases you've done, how did this guy get the heightened punishment? How'd you give him the maximum?
Good thing she didn't. Huh? Yeah.
So the judges always play that game back. They anticipate a appeal. And they say, well, we gave him the mid-range sentence for each one. Well, then that's not an abuse of discretion. Surprised me was the consecutive sentences. I wasn't expecting that. Very hard to win an appeal on a misdemeanor case unless you really want to throw a lot of money at it. I was mentioning how the Nevada statutes, in my opinion, this to me looked unconstitutional because it was too broad and too easy to subjectively bust somebody. I'm never in favor of a law like that because, like I said, an innocent person get busted.
I only have a limited amount.
Except an innocent person, in this case, did not get busted. A very guilty person got busted. A guilty person who has recorded his activities for all of us to see and shake our heads at and prove that he is too dumb to learn from his mistakes. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if this is Cholito's channel or not. I thought it was, but now I'm starting to wonder. But it's the one that caught my eye earlier. So, and I thought it was on his channel, but maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, Pegleg's out of Utah, I discovered from references he's made. Not far from where I went to college, as far as I can tell. But it's against. Oh, it is. I did not know that. That's good to know in case I decide to. But yeah, I've had fun with watching Pegleg. And Sensible Person is coming up. Hey, Liz.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
All
Shall I
right.
return to Cholito, or do you have something to say?
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll pay attention.
I'm sorry?
I'll pay attention as we're going through stuff. Just
Okay.
play. Ignore me.
Down to 23 hours a day. So every day is like a month. Every minute is like an hour. It's absolutely horrifically bad, horrible. They won't let me have a book. There's no books allowed. There's no pencils or pens allowed. You're in a room alone constantly for 24 hours a day. Yesterday they didn't give me an hour of free time, so I can only make a 5-minute call real quick, and I left you a voicemail. I have court on Monday. I need people to show up for me on Monday. Respectfully, calmly, quietly, look nice, look good, clean yourself up. Remember.
He thinks very highly of his audience, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Clean yourselves up, you filthy animals.
But yet he wanted them all to go to Walmart and buy a t-shirt and write free chili on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
So he can't even keep his own blathers?
No. Come on. He didn't get the handbook. He doesn't know the rules. If he would have read the rules, he would have seen that he can request writing paper and utensils. Pencils.
Yeah, they won't let him have a pen. He said so. God.
My God.
To try to be as calm and respectful as you can. It's at 200 Lewis Avenue. I'm sorry if I'm emotional. I only have 1 hour to try to get the message out to get people to actually show up. It'll mean a lot to me. Monday is my appeal bond hearing. I think Mr. DeKellar will be there from Heller versus District of Columbia. Shake his hand. He's a tall, 82-year-old white guy with white hair. You can't miss him. You'll know who DeKellar is just by looking at him, by his stature and demeanor. And I need people to show up. So this place is a nightmare, and it's I can't give you the layout because I don't want to get in trouble for any security measures, but I can tell you this, we're all in individual little tiny rooms, 1 or 2 people in each room, and about 10 o'clock at night, from being locked down for 23 hours, if they get an hour of free time, people start to go crazy. They start to kick and hit the door, and shake and scream, and the ventilation system where the air conditioning comes through.
Okay, so again, people don't have to be maximum security to kick and scream and behave like maniacs in the cells. They can be in the booking area, and they will behave like crazy people, banging and kicking at the doors. So again, he is making up dramatic fiction. It sounds like to me.
Next, we know, he's going to have his roomie or his cellies are going to be, writing things on the wall with bodily fluids. Okay,
Yeah.
that's next step, because this is the how this goes.
Yep.
Everybody knows that if you talk into the ventilation system, other people can hear you. So about 10 or 11, 12 o'clock at night, the last.
Again, this is him watching television. I mean, there are facilities where that takes place, but oh my God, it was just in a recent episode of what it was a key plot point. What's the show? The dyslexic guy with the Chihuahua, Will Trent. It was a key plot point in a recent episode of Will Trent that they could hear what was going on in other cells through the ventilation system.
But wait a second, you hear that at a hospital? I mean, so really, what's it make any difference if you're in a closed-in apartment, a hotel? They're paper-thin walls. You're gonna hear things. It is not your own private residence.
Right. But and I think his point probably is going to be that will contradict what he just said a moment ago, that people are alone and isolated and they have no contact, and they're talking to each other through the vents at midnight.
But he's not isolated. He's in a pod with other people.
Yeah, he just chooses to go not to go out, as he revealed in one of his jail calls, that I just lay on my bunk and apparently do push-ups and stretches and 1,000 push-ups, whatever it was that he said. He can't remember from one moment to the next what he's making up, it seems like to me.
What amazes me, though, is him coming off and saying, I'm in solitary confinement. I'm for 3 to 5 days. And it's probably just an interview room because they pulled him out for breaking the rules. And so they actually had to do his write-up for that and interview him for that so it could be handed off to a sergeant. It's not that hard to figure out. And that's why he got to use the telephone again.
Yeah, see that yeah. There's just so much here doesn't add up. Again, I know I have no personal experience or knowledge of anything in Nevada, but what I do know from other places, it just doesn't add up.
The difference between a county facility and a prison facility, there's a lot of difference. Yeah. But I would say on the scale of if it houses over like 15, 20 people, they're probably going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
2 nights, I don't know, feels like 2 months. People will start to talk into the ventilation system saying, hey, somebody please talk to me. Somebody talk to me. And then there's a psych ward of women somewhere in the building. I can't say anything about the layout of the building, but then they'll go into the machine and do the fan and start to sing horrible, horrible singing and start to like purr, like try to get like some sort of romantic or flirtatious relationship, and then the guys locked up in here are dying for some sort of affection from anybody. So they will oh my God, I have limited time. I gotta get off this phone. I gotta go. I gotta call more people to get them.
Again, not familiar with the facility. He could be telling the truth on that, but the ones I am familiar with, there wouldn't be. I don't see how this ventilation system works because the females are in a completely different wing than the males, or on a completely different floor.
I would suspect that part of each floor is split up because these are like bigger pods, that they may have a women's section on each floor for different levels of what they're housing. That would be my suspicion.
You mean different security levels?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, that'll make sense. Because again, I'm not familiar with any of the facilities here, but
I've not been there. I can just tell you from other places like Oakland and San Francisco and San Diego and other places I've been that have high rises, that they typically do like open pods like with him with multiple people in it. They usually have one area segregated for women in that level if they don't have a whole area just for women on a complete level.
okay, all right. And the places I've been, again, with they had mixed. It was over here. That's where the females are. Over here, that's where the males are. And central floor control is here in the middle. And so, yeah, well, again, so many different layouts of jails.
You know, I probably could go watch a whole bunch of episodes of Jail where they actually go into different, and you might actually see a little bit of when they transport to higher levels.
Yeah, is it? So it's Jail, and then there's 30 days, 60 days in. Are those the two shows, or is that the same show?
Is it 30, 60 days in, 60 days in, I think. But I don't know if that's Las Vegas, Nevada, or if it's Vegas somewhere else. Somebody said it might have been somewhere else. But I know like the jail ones were Clark County. So
Okay, no, I'm asked because I have seen neither show. Haven't really heard much of. I know vaguely of them, but it sounds like I should check them out. Because that way I too can make up stories. More effectively. Yeah. And again, this could just be my experience. I haven't been in dozens and dozens, but every facility I've been in, he talks about, I can't give away security, can't talk much about layout.
yeah, you're not supposed to give that out.
Right, but even if he were to make some references or mentions, I swear
They're pretty tight-lipped about it. So
they're all
for him,
they're all mazes. It seems to me that everyone I've been in, it's been a maze. Even though the halls seem like they should be straight, I get turned around in those places. I mean, again, I get lost going from my bedroom to the bathroom in the morning, but even a couple of facilities that one I've been in a lot, and it took me about a year to not sort of get turned around. So again, I'm not saying that he should be giving it away. I'm just saying even if he did, it wouldn't. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. My brain is barely working. But
well,
yeah.
I don't think he even knows though. I think he went from down below when they book you in, which is like the basement level floor, to a segregated area where they put them all in to then classify them to where they were going to go in their housing. And then he went maybe into a temporary housing unit. And I think Nick maybe went from there to there. And then somehow maybe they met in there with Roy. And then Roy became his friend. So, I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess trustees get to roam around and clean the floors. So, but yeah, Chili will probably never get to do that.
No.
Let's see. Cap says I'm logicking. This is Chili. Yeah, I should probably try that. And he's continuing the live stream. His calls, although it says not a live stream because this is recorded, I guess. But too bad his brain and mouth can't trade places.
Hi, Akon. I really don't think so. They are pretty strict about that.
Yeah.
And that whole place always has somebody moving in and around it. I mean, they start serving breakfast at like 3 a.m. there. So, yeah. I don't see a lot of contact between inmates.
And again, unless it's a very unusual facility, Priya is taken seriously on every single level, between every single person in the facility. So something like that would probably be cracked down on. very, very quickly. As amusing as the comment is, yeah.
Well, everybody forgets that the jails have cameras now, some that you can see, as long as it's not pointed into like a shower area and or a toilet area where there might be nudity. There are cameras all over the place. So, and I mean, those are always flipping and they have guards watching, you know. So it's not
Yep.
like a lot of things can happen anymore.
Yep. Absolutely
But
true.
isn't that what Chili wanted? Recording everywhere?
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
getting his wish.
Let's see what else he has to say here.
Them to show up on Monday because I need that courtroom to be packed full of people, so she knows that I have an effect on others, that people will show up. And it's just really hard. It's just really hard what I'm going through right now. I'm not going to look so good when you see me on Monday. I'm wearing the same clothes for 10 days. I stink. I'm dirty. And I don't look good. So no matter what happens, if I don't make it out of here, then you continue the mission to overturn Terry and to change the NRS code where people only get 1 hour of free time a day at least. Got to get cameras in the courtroom. Got to overturn Terry versus Ohio. Got to get rid of the torture cuffs. Got to get rid of them. They're terrible. They use them in here constantly. I can't give the layout. You go from place to place and they put you in torture cuffs when you go from place to place as though you're going to try to escape. If you get away from them here, there's another level of security and another level, and there's multiple levels of security that's not giving anything away.
Yeah, there's multiple levels of security, and people will try to get away.
Wow,
well, there's nowhere for them to go. They will. I've seen it happen. They will try to run, and they'll run straight into locked doors. And
Okay, but I mean, he said he hasn't done anything in 10 days. They change out their clothing once a week.
Mhm.
He's had access to a shower. I
Yep.
mean, it's like, wait, I mean, and this is the man who's claimed he's been here before. He's done these things before. Why is it now affecting him so much more?
Yeah, that's and he's banking on nobody remembering his previous stories. I can only imagine because maybe I'm confused because dunce and all. But isn't this the guy who joined prison gangs even though he was in jail? And
That's what he
was in jail
claimed.
for like a day and a half or 2 days, and he joined the gangs. And yeah,
Hey, Kelly.
it's so ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he had to. He didn't join the Latino gangs; they didn't like him. So then he went to the African American gangs, and they were his friends. And I mean, he went on for like weeks. Oh my God! See, all of this stuff needs to. We need to find all these videos and put it all together and show it.
And one thing I've actually been noticing, the whole black gang reminded me of it. He's not racist. He has black friends. Everywhere he goes, he makes black friends. I mean, Roy was black, as I recall, right? Did he make a point of saying that? I'd have to go back and look. I could be wrong. But hey, Kelly.
Ooh,
English
Kelly.
is hard.
Kelly's gonna be like Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Yeah. And let's see. His room had a 4-inch high window. Chili isn't that tall. Could have escaped any time. Yeah. Let's see.
So you can't escape, but they still put you in torture cuffs. Listen, I can't talk. I gotta go. I gotta call some people. I'm gonna call some people and hope that there'll be some people there on Monday. And remember, if you show up, please be respectful and calm and together. Start to plan together. You guys can stay together in cheap hotels, or if you're gonna drive in from California, it could be a day trip. Leave at 3 in the morning, courts at 8 a.m. and then leave at 9 again and go back to California. Or if you're in the Nevada area and it's only a few hours, leave at 3 o'clock in the morning, show up at court at 8, go back. Anyway, I love you guys. I'm sorry that I'm emotional, but this is the first free time I've got in 48 hours. So I love you guys. I got to call 2 more people before I only get 1 hour and I'm 45 minutes in. So do me a favor, you guys. Please contribute to my GoFundMe because I have heavy legal bills. And
Wow, the grift.
Hi, my name is Maria DeCastro. My friends call me Chili. My mom calls me Chilito. I am starting this fundraiser for people to be able to donate to me. If you followed my journey, I do lots of things for a lot of people, and I sue a lot of bad cops and or bad people. Last year, I donated over $5,000 to people across the country. This fundraiser that I will not be promoting, okay. Where am I seeing this again? Was it on his channel? I need to double check that. But regardless, he's not promoting it. Well, someone put this together, so they're promoting it, I guess. In this case, if I ever end up in jail. So this was put up before he went to the slammer, I guess. See,
Somebody has access. Somebody has access to that because there's now another new one that doesn't have any of that information.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, just the activist fund is still up. I don't see that one.
I have to go take a look. But here again, this is 2002, asleep in his bed. Cops no-knock raid my home. This was the no-knock raid that supposedly was led by police captain. Los Angeles. Again, such a ridiculous story. He hired Robert Shapiro, and we got the bail down to the minimum charges.
Hey, Pope.
He hired. Okay.
But he was no-knock raided, and he was put in jail then, and he had to spend some time there, he claimed.
Yeah.
So why is this now incarceration, eye-opening for him? Because I don't think he's ever actually had to do more than like an overnight stay.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wish Shapiro, one of the underlings for Shapiro, they probably still have all the paperwork. Hey, Mr. Darcy, are you out there? Are you friends with any of them? Can they go get, go hit up those old records for us?
Pope Phil is in the house. He's in the hole. Oh, no.
I yelled at him earlier.
That's right. You said hello to Phil. Sorry,
It's okay.
I got distracted because when did Robert Shapiro die?
Ooh.
Or did he die?
2012? 14?
Oh, I guess he's still alive. I could have sworn he passed away.
I thought he passed away.
Unless this is a different Robert Shapiro.
Is that the son?
Oh, could be. I guess it could be. Born in 1942, defense lawyer of Eric Menendez. No, this is the Robert Shapiro I'm looking at. Okay, I guess he's still alive. I mean, I'm looking at Wikipedia, so. But this is the best source for everything, right?
No, it actually still, I don't see a death notice for him.
Yeah, no,
he's
he's still
81.
alive. I don't know why in my mind that he had passed away. And I thought,
I'm thinking Johnny Cochran.
Oh, okay. And
that's who I'm thinking, and Rob Kardashian.
Okay. In my mind, it was around that time frame, 2002, 2000.
Yeah. Well, when did Johnny Cochran pass? 2005.
Okay. All right. There you go. That's what I'm confusing it with. And let's see. No knock rated. If he was no knock rated 22 years ago, just the age and his profile picture. He clings to that with a death grip. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, because Kardashian passed away in 2003.
Okay, that's what I'm confusing Shapiro with Kardashian. That's what's going on. All right. So he hired Robert Shapiro. Well.
And I have to through on some. There's things I have to.
So this was created June 19th.
June 19th under emergencies. When is the one I'm looking at? It has none of the header portion up there. This one was created March 17th, 2024, and it's under a community one.
Huh.
So is it, what does that one say?
This one says emergencies, June 19th, 2023.
Yeah, no, the top, the header.
Oh,
Maybe.
let's back up. All right, where are you? Where are you?
No. Just go back like 5 seconds.
There it is.
Does it say who that? It says
All
organized fundraiser by DeCastro. So does this one. So is there...
There we go. Legal aid fund, donation fund, help people fund.
And see, and I've got this one that says the lawyers fund only, all dollars go to the lawyers. Oh, are they running two? Oh.
Well, I should have shared the computer instead of sharing the tab. But I could, well, let's see.
I know, I'm trying to see this. Here,
Let me switch.
I can
this.
share this one and I can deep dive the other one. Back private chat is the one that I found.
Okay, let me, let's see. Let's do that. This, will that open up? Come on. Activist fund. All right, let me switch this. Oh, I just noticed something. Will this work?
I found the other one too.
Aha! There we go. You can switch between tabs. No, you can't. I lied. What did I just do? I have no idea. I clicked a button that said switch to this tab, and it looked like I switched to that tab, but I didn't switch to that tab. So let me just unshare everything except.
Okay. So there are two. He's running two. They are
Yeah.
two separate ones.
There's definitely two. I just want to get them both up there so we can look at them. Let's stop share.
Give me a second. I can. That there. Put that over there.
This is real professional YouTubing, guys. Welcome, welcome.
Yeah. We're figuring out. We'll fix it.
There'll be a class later. It's only going to be $150 for 20 minutes. Then $50 every 20 minutes after that. Sign up now because there'll be limited space.
Okay. I can actually share this with you.
Share screen. There we go. Share screen. Did I share the wrong screen? Yes, I shared the wrong screen. God. Hi there. Let's see.
I don't like you anymore.
What? Oh wait, sorry.
I don't like me anymore either. So
give me a second. Let me mute. Sorry, guys.
Okay. I'm gonna just click end stream now and everyone's suffering. No, I'm joking. Okay, so why did that not share the right screen? That's all I want to know. Inquiring Steves want to know. Stop screen, present, share screen, entire screen. There we go. There we go. Aha. There we go. So here is one that he was running that was started back in June. And here is the more current one that Liz found. Activist fund. 100% of all funds go to activists, lawyers. So the lawyers of activists, not activist lawyers, but
Well, now you guys have heard my husband.
your husband doesn't like
Sorry.
you. Did he hear the beard comment?
No, my husband was because I showed him the Chili DeCastro stuff, and he now is getting a whole bunch of stuff, and he fell down the rabbit hole. So he
Well,
doesn't like me anymore.
at least he didn't have the reaction my old partner did, which was, if she walks in and she has to hear Cholito, she's going to shoot me. So, it's good he had the opposite reaction. Yeah, the stupid just angered her. After initial amusement.
Okay, I can actually share both of them at one time.
Oh, hey, Liz is a professional, unlike certain people I mentioned.
When my husband's not yelling at me.
So there we go. That's a much neater display than I had up here. So yes, the activist fund is the current one, and it's all dollars go to lawyers.
Yeah, then there's the legal fund.
Oh.
But it has no, the activist fund has nothing other than Jose is the organizing the fundraiser.
Yeah, $19,865 raised of the $25,000 goal. Okay, so the lawyer wasn't quite well. I guess who knows where the money comes from. Donate. Ooh, here, let's click on that. Well, no, not really. Actually, I was curious what happens.
Actually, my husband was like, "You're not donating to that, are you?" And I was like, "Oh no."
Good God.
No.
Ooh, contact organizer. Oh, words of support. So dope says, after donating $25, Las Vegas police and the justice system are the worst. The laws are written to allow cops to harass and bully people out there. They are all legalist bootlickers that hate our freedom. Go get them, bro.
Oh, man.
And David McKee gave $100. I thank you for the free cop cards and what to do.
Okay,
Probably what you do is what he meant to say. I'll vote for you also. Oh, he's from Everett, Washington. Uh-oh. That's not too far from where I am.
I'm amazed that 533 donated on the lawyer's fund, and it's raised only, a little over $400 more than the legal aid fund. So how is that possible? Are you allowed to have two GoFundMe's for similar purposes?
I think somebody was speculating that in the chat earlier. We should probably look up that. Michael Winiski, Chile is doing us all a great service.
I'm just gonna have to put up a window over here. GoFundMe rules and regs.
Chang Padilla, or Padilla, depending on whether we're in Mexico or the Philippines. Free Chile. The corrupt system has to be abolished. Multiple exclamation points. Also, Bish from Flex Your Freedom YouTube channel also got arrested for the same thing. What, being an asshole in court and on the streets? Okay. We need to abolish the whole corrupt injustice system in our country. The time to fight this legal battle is now.
Would this classify as a violent? Would it be a violent offense? I don't know if it's classified. I mean, if it's a violence offense, it's against their terms of service. But he's running two legal funds here for the same. How is this not trying to raise $50,000 instead of just raising one? I don't get it.
Well, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I don't get this. How are you?
Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna have to dig deeper.
Warren Dick.
Mute.
Sorry, Chile. What a monkey court. When are these servants gonna learn the First Amendment? Just sad. Oscar Ruiz. He supports the First Amendment and was wrongfully charged. No, he wasn't. Let's see. Here's Michael Mazurek. He has to say, words cannot portray the disdain I have for the injustice I just witnessed in that courtroom. I'm
Ooh.
sorry you have to endure this, Chili. To you legal analysts out there, can this judge, so-called, be censured?
Okay, well, he's got the organizer, listed as one of them as LA, and the other one is Nevada. Can we do and
Oh,
show up? No. No. Not sending my information. Well, I could. I'll pull it up on the Googles. The Googles later and use it on the Google email.
Uh-oh, we're going to have to shut down the stream, guys. Surrender Monkey has cease and desist your investigation into Chili, for we cannot fathom a mind such as his. Yes, that's true.
I mean, just...
I guess it's kind of like reading the Necronomicon and without using the Elder Sign, and so insanity is what's at the end of this, because it's how can us mere mortals comprehend the power and glory of the most powerful force in the universe that's been fingered by God himself?
I'm gonna have to do some digging. I don't know enough about GoFundMe and all the terms of service.
Yeah, it's interesting that also they're two different headers. One is community, one is emergency. Was that what it was? Activist fund. Let me, actually, I'm going to leave the GoFundMe. Go to their main page. Let's see. Quickly look for the TOS.
I have
Remembering Steve Hulsman, whoever that is.
I have it. What do we want to look for?
Oh, I'm just
specifically
the same thing that you're probably trying to find. You know, rules for running multiple GoFundMes. How GoFundMe works, why GoFundMe, common questions. Ooh, common questions, maybe.
Sorry, I don't mean to scroll fast. If I'm making anybody sick, yell at me to stop.
I would, but whoa.
Sorry.
Nice. I'm scrolling over here. Question about receiving donations. Question about donations. We're here. What did
I say earlier? Was it violent? Control F. Will it do it? Yes, it will.
Oh, I guess I'm not seeing any regulations against having multiple fundraisers.
Here we go.
Oh, you found them?
Let's see. Limited. Foregoing, you agree and represent warrant covenant not to use the services to raise funds or establish or contribute to any fundraiser with the implicit or explicit purpose of promoting or involving violating any law. Alright, should we just here, blow. Did that do
Actually,
that?
I think the only reason that I'm lasting through this is because I ate the brain food popcorn. With a smart
popcorn. Let's see if I can blow that up to where everybody can read that.
Yeah.
Here we go. Is that better? You can read that now?
It's very tiny on my screen, so I can't.
You should be able to in the studio now. Where you're in.
Really tiny because I have the studio on the vertical screen, and so.
Oh, sorry.
So yes, go ahead.
I will. Here, I will make this easy for you as well to follow along.
Yay!
There you go. In the back stage, you now have a link directly to the terms.
Ah, you know how to use this stuff.
Try.
Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Hi.
Scroll about a third of the way down the page.
Yep, go find me.
You're not already there.
All right. And you're like a real YouTuber or something.
It's easier because I'm not the one who's controlling the other stuff, so I can throw up stuff that can easily be put up and shared.
Let's see, which one is I'm looking for? GoFundMe has no control over, or is that the one? Or no solicitation, donors.
Well, I know there's the violence one.
Let's see, chargebacks and refunds, taxes. Actually, I wonder if separating them out under two different entities, would that, I mean, we have a progressive tax system, would that,
I don't.
would that work? It's been too long since I've had to deal with my own taxes. So.
Oh, sorry, I screwed that up because I'm trying to read this and I got it.
Display of information, donations, similar to your activity, blah, 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 blah. Other information, please be advised. Maybe public information for you about you and your users, maybe publicly accessible.
You can. There's a way that they can be reported, but you got to be able to find the actual breach of the terms of service or the in the EULA end user license agreement.
Yeah, and that's way too much research, way too much reading to do this late at night.
For you.
Yeah, for me. Yeah, yeah.
Some of us don't sleep, or get a couple hours of sleep.
Oh, that was me yesterday. Day started at 11 a.m. and went straight through to 6 a.m. the next day. So that was a long day. And today was not that long, but I'm sleep deprived and more so than usual. Let's see. Do not use our services.
Oh, wait. Did you see what Monkey put up there?
Let's see.
There was a face reveal? Really?
Wait, what? Who? Huh?
Go to Monkey's comment. The other FYC, I guess, had a face reveal after being harassed.
My biggest fan did a face reveal? Wow. It's the end of an era.
Yeah.
I'm sure hearts are breaking everywhere across the world when they finally saw the face that goes with that voice.
Kate always wins.
Yeah. And I did like the comment about Kate crying. Yeah, I did not see that. So I guess, Surrender Monkey, are you saying that I will have to actually go and watch more than just a few seconds of a coded stream before I get bored? Can you give me a timestamp or something? Can you do the hard work?
I was just going to say, can you give us a timestamp?
Yeah.
Please? Or a time frame? Was it like within 20 minutes of something?
Yeah, because that seems to be a good climax for tonight's stream. We go see the the beautiful face of the second most powerful force in the universe.
Oh, I didn't even think we can actually get everybody to help. I forget I'm a mod on your channel, so I can link winks.
Oh yes, there you go.
Instead of just the backstage. There you go, everyone. There are the terms for GoFundMe. We can all be searching for different parts of it.
All right. All right. So, let's see, is there anything else here? So what channel did I get this off? Let me see.
I don't know. I'll stop sharing my screen so it'll go blank and you can load yours faster.
It did come off Delete Lawz. That was Delete Lawz. I got the sense that this was not 100% rah Delete Lawz. That's weird. Maybe I was reading the tone of the thing wrong. Let's see. Surrender Monkey. It was his. Yeah, he's been doing 7, 8 hours, 9 hours, from what I gleaned on what's his name, Stone Vet's channel. They were joking about approaching coded scale length of streams, and I went and
can't-
looked. Yeah, some of them are. Oh, here, let's see. Might as well go there. Let's go there.
2 hours is like the perfect stream.
Yeah, that's about. That's
like if I get to that 3-hour mark, it's like I'm whooped.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I. Yeah, I really lose energy after just. That's around the time. Yeah, you're right. That's around the time when it's all right. Now this,
2 hours for me is like the perfect time.
okay, so we have coded friend, right?
Pull that over there. Let me pull
Friend.
this back over here.
Coded friend. Let's
Okay, that's
see.
better.
DeCastro denied. Oh, he covered it too. Of course he did. So is this where the face reveal was?
I don't think so, because that's only an hour and
Oh, this is only
26
an hour and a
minutes.
half. We have a 6
So
hour
it's got to
one.
be the spitball one? Probably the spitball one.
Spitball
4 days
one.
ago? Surrender? 4 days ago?
Let's see. 2 hour is the outer limit. Depends on what's happening. Yeah. And was it on his main channel, or was he has that other
He
one?
said it was spitball.
It was spitball. Okay, so.
After the 4-hour mark.
Oh, this is the one I was. What's going on?
Oh, you're almost at that part after the 4-hour
Yeah,
mark then.
I guess I missed the good part. Let's see. Oh, wait. What's it? No, that's not him. That's Arnold. That's Van Morrison. I guess that he might be Van Morrison in real life. I mean, it's possible. Yeah.
Didn't Van Morrison pass away?
No, he's actually living with Elvis and Jim Morrison, and they're just hanging out on a beach somewhere. I don't know. He may have. I really don't know.
Oh no, I guess he's still alive too.
Oh,
Whoop! I just keep wanting to kill everybody off.
yeah.
Sorry.
Is Welsh News Network still around? Yep, they are. I'm not aware of any feuds that they had. I mean,
Oh, Coded and Welsh?
Oh,
Yeah, they don't. They're
Coded
not friends.
yeah, Coded and Welsh. Yeah, Coded. Yeah, he. For someone that likes him so much, he spends an awful lot of breath on Welsh News Network. Well, he said around 4 hours, so let me go back. There's the yellow spot. Yellow spot. Picture isn't coming up.
Past the 4-hour mark, he thought. You were right at like 3:53 when we tagged in, so.
Yeah, and when I got, because I was skipping along to see what he was on about, and then decided, you know what? There is never anything here that I find entertaining. Do the bear suit. I'm sure that's very. What's this? Okay, so we have a rock video of some sort. Aerosmith. Yeah. There's. I guess the impression I have is that Cody got his fifis hurt, and therefore, then he decided that I'm going to dox everybody that is in the Welsh Network's chat, and that's as far as I know it went. And then he started just covering every one of their streams, which to me is just, personally, I find that bizarre. Maybe not everyone, but I can see here it's Welsh News Network. Every time I go to look at him, it's Welsh News Network, except for he got on a Irish Demon kick for a while, for like 2 streams, I think. Oh, wait. What's this? Oh, that's him covering Chile. So I think Surrender Monkey is lying to us.
No, I may have found it. Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Give me a second. This may be him. Time mark at 3:46.
Oh, 3:46. Okay. All right. Let's see. They do look dated. All right, let's just start it here and see what happens.
I don't know if that was you laughing or my dog back here snoring.
That was me.
Probably. I should have just time-stamped it for you.
Oh, well, there we go.
Is that what you're talking about, Monkey?
So there he is with his beautiful wife and beautiful child. Only on the small window, yes. It's only in a small window on yes. I don't know what that means. But there we go. So, all right. Well, Mr. Show Receipts and Mr. I'm going to dox you and find out where you live. Finally, well, threw some balls, I guess.
Now he comes up on a live chat after that shot. I
Oh.
haven't found that one. I will go search for that.
Let's see. Nope. Don't think so. You're not worth it.
Oh, Kelly, yeah, Kelly. I'm glad it's you got 3 dogs and a husband all snoring.
Snoring. So it's not an earthquake that's being registered. It's Kelly's dogs and husband. Let's see. It's good to put a face to the anger.
Mm. I don't know.
Pictures from his new wallet.
What did you say about?
Yeah, well, there's that. Yeah. Oh, internet tough guy.
Sorry for the dead air. We're searching. And I don't want to keep breathing in everybody's ear. Oh, no, that's Gunner. That's another good coverage. Have you watched the Gunner coverage of the new one?
I'm sorry, what?
The Gunner that covered Chili going to jail.
Oh,
Have
he
you
did
seen that
tonight?
one yet?
No, I have not.
No, he did last week. Gunner
Okay.
TV Live.
Okay, I missed that.
Yeah,
I
he's
missed
good.
all of basically most of it. And Dick Bag did something last night. Okay. I did see Dick Bag Patrol's first thing, which I found hilarious. So I don't think Coded cams up, and I've already lost patience with him. Although he's not being as insulting and rude as usual, for no apparent reason. Okay, he does do a video because people were questioning the photo. And they're right to question the photo. Let's see. Oh, did I still pause it? Yep.
Did you find it? He may have already deleted it though. If he did a video, because I'm not seeing any new videos.
Well, if he did it as part of the live stream, if he had. Oh wait, you
Yeah.
mean Coded? Or
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
okay.
He does a video live reveal because people were questioning the picture. I don't know.
Oh, maybe it's over on the other channel. It says he have. Isn't this NTFG? He has a backup channel, right? Let's see.
Yeah, but this was from 4 days ago. And that was the picture.
3 weeks ago. Okay. Well.
I don't
well.
have the patience to sit there and listen to him. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way.
Sorry.
Yeah, Surrender Monkey. Keep fast forwarding it. He says, okay. Well, do I trust the monkey?
How about Surrender? You find it because you saw it, narrow it down, and give us a timestamp. Could you please?
Oh, is this the?
That's Gunner.
That's Gunner. So here's Coded watching Welsh News Network.
Who's watching Gunner?
And here we are watching Coded. Watching Coded, watching Welsh News Network, watching Gunner.
What was that? 1, 2, 3. That's 4 deep. Aren't we Inception now?
Yeah, I think so. All right. I think Surrender Monkey is pulling a fast one on us.
It may have just... How quick was it, though? Surrender? How quick was the reveal?
But yeah,
we may not hit the perfect second. We'd actually have to watch the whole thing.
Oh no. Oh wait. That's still Welsh News Network. Welsh News Network.
Okay, but I didn't see McAddict's. But wait, you can't use McAddict because McAddict deletes his comments afterwards, I thought. So you're not going to narrow it down by that.
In the chat to see who really supports him, so I don't accidentally be nice to them in other chats. Okay.
I'm nice to whoever I want to be nice to.
I'm sorry, what?
I said I'm nice to whoever I want to be nice to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was only a few seconds, 5 or 6
Oh, so
maybe.
I may have missed it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see, because here coded only so many of the trial we could see reruns for months. Let's see.
And do you read live chat or do you read top chat, Surrender?
Yeah, I haven't had a lot of time to listen and no time to watch. I've had it on in the background as just noise, and they've been doing a lot of chili coverage, and I can get away. Except now, my current person I work with more than anyone else is getting a little tired of the Chilito idiocy. Although. Someone else that actually has not he's only watched 2 minutes of Chili and disliked him intensely and was delighted when I told the tale of his appearance in court and was not at all surprised at how badly it went. He'll have to jump off for a sec, be right back. He looks like the photo. Is it worth it?
I don't know, Monkey. It's up to you. Is it worth it?
Yeah, you've seen it. You haven't. You teased us with it. And yeah, we're trying to find coded live on camera because Surrender Monkey tells us, let's see, skipping through it, there was one guy who also goes in other chats and pretends to be on all sides. Oh, skipping through it like I am here, basically. You can only tell you are blocked. Comment. This makes no sense.
No, here's the thing. I'm not searching through all 6 hours of that to give him my watching time for that. I'm a bitch like that.
Well, actually, this is actually kind of even better because we are watching Coded, watching Welsh News Network while they apparently watch some old broadcast of theirs, their own. Because I see the little Welsh dragon in the corner here.
Yeah, and, what was the video they were watching?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not worth it. So it was him. You
I
just confirmed that the picture was him.
Yeah, I don't think there's reason to doubt that. I mean, it would be goofy to. It would be dumb to sort of. Although the evil person in me wants to go in and screen grab the wife and do a picture search, because if she is the bigwig corporate executive that he claims her to be, she's got to be out there. So. But I'm not going to because I don't really care enough. But just him going on about doxing people a few months ago. Again, the evil part of me goes, So that's probably why I didn't want to put any pictures out there because he is such an asshole.
My whole thing is, you know what? If you're not comfortable showing yourself on the camera, that's fine. I'm not going to question anybody for that because until you've had a stalker, you don't know. Once you've had a stalker, you become very protective.
Yeah.
And it's like, I will not show my face on camera anymore. I just won't do it. So if somebody wants to give me a hard time about that, you know what? I don't care. You are not the one who spent 3 years going in and out of courthouses waiting to get somebody prosecuted for stalking you. And until you have to do that, don't talk to me.
Yep. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I don't really care. But I do get annoyed when someone that is hiding behind a yellow circle or some other icon goes on about other people not showing themselves and not revealing themselves, et cetera, et cetera. Like I said, I don't go into a whole lot of details about family and job and stuff like that. But since I was 14, there's been things out there where you can trace my life all the way back if you feel so inclined. So I personally am not terribly worried about it because I would hate to have someone show up on my doorstep, but I've been out in the public since forever. So as a minor, I'm not saying I'm famous, but I'm saying that it's been a minor part of my life and for 40 years. So yeah.
And I don't mind. And the different thing is I preach kind of to women is be a little more careful because you are going to have people who think they can invade your space or your bubble. So just be careful with it. I mean, that's why every law enforcement in the country has rules and regulations, and governments have regulations on what their people can and cannot do. Even though you have First Amendment rights, there are some things that can affect your job. So you have to be a little more careful with that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, that,
I will take my lead from where they're saying it's okay. And, like me streaming, I used to stream all the time with camera and everything. I won't do that anymore. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Lessons learned.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There are boundaries that people don't respect. And if you've had the experience of people, well, you said it better than I can ever do. I was just about to repeat what you just said. So, but Surrender Monkey, I don't understand. You started to question who I was being nice to after Jesse VR and Dermot came here for Coded, but were Irish demon joke thing? I don't know what that means. But yeah, Jesse VR did stop in here every so often. And I know Dermot came by, I think one of the movie screenings, and he said, "Is it okay that I'm here?" And I said, "Well, maybe it was here." I was kind of surprised as why wouldn't it be? I didn't quite know who he was, but I was still, I don't care. The only reason Coded and some of those other yahoos that came to that one stream got blocked was because they were being assholes to other people, and they were just being rude. That's just how I recall it. And some of you guys are much quicker to react than I was. I was, starting to engage with them, and it's either Kelly or Carrie, or maybe it was you, Liz, that just said, "You know what? Screw this," and you dropped the hammer on him.
I have never dropped a hammer on YouTube at all.
Okay. Then it was Kelly or Carrie.
I have on Twitch, but not on YouTube. One day. But it's got to be pretty vile for it to cross my line. So, yeah, it'd have to be, breaking the terms of service for me to kind of nail down. But I don't mind having a conversation or, having a debate with somebody over something. That's how people learn and grow. Some people, they weren't raised the way I was, weren't raised the way you were, Steve. People don't always know how to have those conversations and get out of their own circle of what they know. So.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. People, I just hit a wall. Literally, well, figuratively. That's kind of why I'm sitting here going, yeah, Liz, I agree.
It's okay. I talked you to sleep. It's fine. I'm used to it.
Oh no, anyone time something comes up here, it becomes better and more lively. But
no, everybody tells me I should read books to people so they can sleep at night. So it's okay.
Seriously?
Seriously.
Let me just see what I'm missing here in the side chat. Then I'll start wrapping things up. And again, Liz, I appreciate you coming up and helping out and picking up the slack.
Thanks for having me up, Steve.
Let's see. Well, okay, he has a point. I can just sign off.
One day surrender. One day.
On to you.
You know what? YouTube is so much harder to do stuff on than Twitch is. Twitch is just, I just hit the buttons and go live.
Oh, really?
YouTube, you got to have like the backup and a little more safety measures and things like that. You got to be a little more careful on YouTube than you ever will have to be on Twitch. So
let's see. G0FVT says, my username is pretty transparent, but I don't need to hide. I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't know what you use. What
I'm not actually sure what his name means.
Right.
I always thought it was Go Forth Vermont, so that was my guess.
You're dealing with slow people here, Gov or Goff. Goffed it? I have no idea. That's part of the why I've never said your name, because I don't know. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from Isa either. He asked how she's doing. Monkey does. Chili's followers are tribal, black and white, no gray. That's true, but that's, you know what? That's probably why they're attracted to Chili, because there's no black and white for him either. There's only black and white for him. There's only right and wrong. He's right, everyone else is wrong. He doesn't even acknowledge or see his own hypocrisy. Like when Sovereign Soul pulled that, which I still think is a hilarious prank, where he convinced Chili that Ironton Auditor had been thrown in jail, and Chili was celebrating on a live stream. Google search will find me within seconds. It's the top answer. Well, now, let's see.
I'm looking on Google. Ham radio call sign. That's what I'm seeing.
GOFTV. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, have we heard anything from Asa?
Wow, okay. Actually, I've got a couple different hints.
And you're in England.
Or he's in Poland.
It says on his write-up he's in England.
Oh, he said the very top one is him. Okay, so Facebook page. There we go. I was looking in the sidebar where I see.
Oh, I didn't get a Facebook page. I got a call sign database for ham radios.
Huh? Okay, you just proved an argument that I had with someone many years ago, and he was claiming that Google searches become, if you're logged in, they become somewhat customized to what you are, what you search for, and other places you go often on it. So, is it GOFTV? Is that you? The Facebook page?
G0FVT.
Yeah, that's what I put in. Well, let's see. We can open it up. This is.
I don't even get a Facebook. I don't even get a Facebook that pops up.
It's 88.88 FM. Oh, so it's important to not use the letter O. So let's see here. So we actually have someone that is a real media figure. If you like, Liz is right. So I have the wrong. I have the wrong person here. Some detective I am.
Well, I can just pop it in the backstage too.
See, I
can just pop that in the back chat for you too.
Having a hard time to actually. Why is that not coming up now?
It's a call sign.
It is. Okay, so it's not 88.5 FM.
No, it's a call sign. It's call sign for the ham radio.
He says a 0, and I did not put. I put an O, so that's why I'm not getting the right thing. Just like he said, because yeah, I'm just that brilliant. What can I say? I actually thought I typed an O, but I'm looking at it now. What I typed, and it was a 0. So it was
I posted in his backstage as well.
all right. And now I cannot find it. Let me get the link from backstage.
Kelly just posted it too for you.
Yeah, you people, you're all blocked.
That's
So you found it. Let's see if I can remember how to share. Can I share the page, or would you rather I not do that, sir? Let me go back to where the chat is.
bollock chops surrender.
You can spell it. Okay. Kelly posted it. Everybody posted it. Yeah.
Okay.
Although I enjoy building gear more than operating, I seem to have accumulated about 50 rigs. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Well, the link is in the chat. But let me just put it up here too. That'll be my last deed for the evening. If I can remember how to share screen, because I'm clicking on the wrong thing. That's why. Hi. I'm brand new to StreamYards. Never used it before. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh man. This is why I will come in and help co-host. I don't mind throwing stuff up that can easily be shared. I should have just did that. Sorry.
Okay, but yeah, there it is. Active on FT8 using a headless Raspberry Pi 4 controlled via RDP. I have a coworker that whenever he's interacting with members of the public, I have to tell him to not use jargon because civilians don't understand these weird abbreviations you're using. And I have no idea what a Raspberry Pi 4 controlled via RDP is because what little broadcast experience I had was at a college radio station, and all I did was talk on the radio and turn albums. And as you can tell, I have a voice that is fit for silent movies, so I did not last long doing that.
I don't think your voice is terrible.
Well, that's kind.
You could be DeCastro. His actually is grating.
Yeah. I agree with that.
You could be what's the other guy's name? Denver Metro Audits. He's another one. Oh man. Oh, and then you got Screecher. What's her name? Benson.
Yes. What is her first name? Regan Benson. Yep.
Screechin Benson, you mean?
Screechin Benson. Haven't they all gone to jail in the past couple of weeks?
I think so. And then I guess somebody said LIA went today.
Oh, maybe
got picked up.
Maybe it's him I'm thinking of. But yeah.
Regan. That actually hurt to go up that high to do that.
No.
See?
Yeah. That went my voice. Okay, everybody. Thank you all.
We're going to get Steve wound back up. No, we can't do this. Steve's got to go to bed.
Yeah, I do. But folks, I appreciate you all coming by. Oh, yes. Reminds me of my favorite YouTuber. Luna. Give me some super chats, Luna. I still maintain Cholito has consumed him. That's why the hair looks like the way it does and why that suit fit so badly the other day.
Oh, wow.
Because if we go to Glenn Serio's channel, you will note.
I don't know enough about Glenn Serio other than he's up Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, unfortunately. But let's see. If you go to his channel, you will note Glenn Serio. You can see. Let's see. Can I find his channel? What is his channel? It's Auditing America or something like that. Auditing the USA. There we go. Auditing the USA. Here's his channel. And
What's up, guys? We're here in Tacoma.
oops, he has not posted in a month. No shorts, no nothing. So I think Cholito has absorbed him, subsumed him into his being. And
I thought somebody, I will find out, but I thought somebody said he posted something not long ago.
oh, okay. Well, maybe it's a live stream. I didn't go to lives.
No, that's still been a month ago.
It's a month ago, yeah.
Maybe did he start a new channel?
Oh, that could be. That could be. And I wouldn't know. Oh, community page. Let's see. Subscribe or hit the hammer right on the nail. Turtle Truth.
Oh, that was 3 hours ago.
Oh, so he's posted the community page at least. So then maybe there is something else.
Is he banned from streaming right now? Can you use your community page when you're in trouble?
Yeah.
So maybe he's waiting on a strike or something.
But you can do things on the community page. Somebody made that comment. Let's see. People pretending that's 10 days ago. So yeah, he's posting. Okay, so all right, fine. I guess they are still two separate beings. Or are they? Okay. All right, well, that's about as much as Glenn as I can stand. He's like coded. I can't stand much of Glenn. Glenn Serio and the word shorts are rarely searched together. Yeah. Well, so you know who Glenn Serio though is, right?
I know who he is, but
okay, all right. So we don't need to bring up pictures and show you him and all.
No, it's fine. I promise it's fine.
You wanted to get to sleep tonight. Okay, understood. All right, everybody. Thanks again for coming out. Oh, here's that live stream that Surrender Monkey was talking about.
Dick bag.
Yeah.
Love Dick bag.
Yeah. Oh, he has some great little cartoons.
Flat Derp.
Okay. What's that?
Flat Derp.
Flat Derp.
Good one.
A lot of fun too. Yeah. Oh, okay. Is it Flat Derp that has the logo at the end, or is
Making Bacon?
Yeah.
I think that's Flat. Yeah, that's Flat Derp.
I love Flat Derp.
Thanks for having me up, Steve.
All right.
Thanks to everybody out in chat.
You're welcome. Thank
Have
you,
a good
everybody.
night.
And yep, good night to everybody. And hit like and subscribe, or hit dislike if you don't like it. Do all the YouTubey things. And Runner Monkey gets the last word. Dickbag Patrol posted a question of what job Jose could realistically do after prison. Human toilet? I don't know. Actually, yeah, I don't know. I don't know the question. I couldn't even begin to guess. Well, what he's doing now, that's what he can do. He can go around, be an asshole. That's about it. All right, everybody. Thanks again. I'm going to pack it in here. And let's stop the screen share. As I said, hit like, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things. I appreciate everybody for coming out. And, I should have given away memberships. Let me give away memberships. Hang on. It's a new month. I have 10 to give away. I should give away 5 right now. Before I forget again. So let me go to YouTube. Let me go to my channel. This will be a thank you for coming out. Whoever was hanging out in the live stream will, hopefully Cap will finally get that membership that keeps evading him. Oh my God, what is my channel? Here's my channel. View my channel. Go to the stream. Pause the stream. Oh, that is a hideous face right there. And so as my last act of the evening, I will give away I'll give away 5 memberships. Oh yes, undoubtedly, undoubtedly. I actually have a tall dunce cap. I should probably wear that one of these nights because I don't think I've ever actually worn it on stream. I got this and that one at the same time. I was going to do a thing about the history of dunce caps, just to show Cholito is kind of once again being clueless, but never did get around to that. Maybe someday I will. So how do I do this? Oh, here we go. Alrighty, here it goes. 5 memberships. The 5 memberships are going to da 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 da. Who got him? Susie Y. Hypnosis by Dan. Cicero Lipschitz, aka Serial. And Nomad. And Cap, once again, did not get a membership. Gosh darn it. Alshinia got one. Alshinia has made comments in the chat, so yay. I'm glad she got one. Cicero Lipschitz hasn't been around for a while I'm aware of. Maybe he's been in the chat, not saying anything. Or she, rather. But yes, once again, do you have membership or gifts turned on, Cap? Is that what's going on? If you don't have them turned on, you're not going to get one. Because that might be it. But I'll give away the other 5 some other evening. And not telling. Okay. Well, actually, yeah, that's better because that way you can, whether they're on or not, you could be bitter about not getting a membership. But gosh darn it, I'm sorry, especially since a couple of people got it that I don't think have been, no, they haven't said anything for a while. They might have been in the side chat. I don't know. And a couple of these folks, I'm not sure, like Hypnosis by Dan. I need to place him. I don't quite. He probably didn't change the setup since once he started being a creator. Oh, that could be. All right. Okay. That's it, guys. Thank you again. We're now at 2.5 hours. Did I read your Chili mission failed comment on Dick Bag Patrol's video? I will go back and look to see whether I did or not, because if I did, I'd probably click like on it. But I do not recall offhand, so I will go back and take a look. But Surrender Monkey, Liz, everybody, thank you. And I do appreciate you coming out. And I will see everybody next time. Good night, everybody. For the umpteenth time, long goodbye as always. Because I just love y'all so much. Have a good one until next time we see. And I don't know what film I'm streaming yet Saturday. I will make that decision tomorrow. Hopefully, if you have nothing going on Saturday afternoon, you're more than welcome to come by. It'll be, once again, probably about 3 p.m. Pacific time. So we will. Oh, you thought that. Yeah, sadly you were wrong. But he's probably dictating what he views as his magnus opus, his big book, magnum opus, whatever. I'm losing it now completely, guys. Good night. So have a good one.